In the sweltering heat of Las Vegas, the World Series of Poker main event is cooler than ever.
Main event. Are you excited?
A near record-breaking field generated near record-breaking payouts.
Wow.
Now, with just 159 players remaining,
come on, really?
Oh, man, that day was terrible.
That's how they take me out, baby.
the 2018 main event is about to deliver the ultimate poker dream.
Started off with a bang.
The heat is on, inside and out.
Works for me.
Just got real around here.
Yes!
Anything can happen. Anything.
Day 5 begins right now.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
It is back, and we are back. Hi, everyone. Lon McCarran, along with Norman Chad, Joe Stapleton, and a familiar main event competitor, attorney poker pro Kelly Minkin. Our part-time broadcast partner, Antonio Esfandiari.
If that ever becomes full-time, I am out of here.
All-American Cliff Josephy is making another deep run at the main event.
When someone already has it all, what happens when that person gets more? Life isn't fair.
09 main event champ Joe Cata looking for a repeat 9 years later.
I don't like people who take seconds when not everyone has gone first. Take a hike, Joe.
And there's the Day 5 chip leader, Romanian-born Harry Berkovich.
Is that an unzipped hoodie on a 56-year-old man? Is that what poker has come to?
At this stage of the tournament, it's a leaderboard filled with notable pros: Brian Yoon, Eric Froelich, Barry Hutter, Shannon Shorr. Not a bad top 10.
You know whose name I don't see up there? Antonio Esfandiari. And you want to know why? He's probably doing Pilates post-flop.
I'm Lon McCarran. That's Norman Chad, the one complaining about Antonio. We'll hear from Joe Stapleton. Kara Scott recently had her first baby, so she's on assignment elsewhere. Congratulations, Kara.
You can win the pot, and you're not even in the hand, and you could win the pot. Shannon and Kelly. Let's just straighten that out. I'm not sure you got
Kelly. I love that we both have unisex
Shannon.
names.
Yeah, right? I like it.
Kelly.
That's
He's
Shannon.
Shannon.
That's Kelly, that's Shannon.
He's
No,
Shannon.
I'll be Shannon, though. I like that name better.
Well, I think you have to ship the chips. You
Call
gotta
him
move those
Kelly.
chips over there.
Shannon Shorr, a true VIP of the game and a headliner at this feature table as he pursues the biggest title in poker.
I feel great coming into this main event. I'm in the best shape of my life mentally and physically, and I've been working harder than ever on my poker game. I've had a lot of good runs here. It's so hard to go deep in these things because just to really succeed you have to be in the top 1%. But that's just kind of what we resign ourselves to as tournament poker players. But I love it. I'm feeling good and ready to do it in the main event.
Shorr with 70 World Series cashes, no bracelet yet.
Folded to Shannon on the button. He's got a suited weak ace. Blinds at 20 and 40,000 with a 5K ante. A raise with his suited ace to 100,000. Now Kelly Minkin with ace jack. 31-year-old from Phoenix. Now 3 bets to 320,000.
100.
Re-raised to 320.
Now around to the big blind. Jamie Kaplan, 5 million chips himself there, but he'll fold. So back to Shannon Shorr.
If the cards did change, Shannon, there'd be a problem. It's a weak ace.
He's got the smaller ace, but the bigger stack. Kelly Minkin plays the game a number of different ways, and Shannon Shorr realizes that. And Shannon reaching for those lavender chips worth 100K each. That's a 4-bet to 800,000.
Oh, what did I used to say about weak aces? 4-bet them, of course.
Ace-Jack does diminish in value when 4-bet.
FYI, the equal rights movement was all about allowing women to wear baseball caps backwards as improperly as men do.
Kelly does give it up to the 4-bet, and Shorr will take it down. That's some poker.
Yeah, well done, Shannon. Kelly Minkin gets outplayed. I don't think we're going to be saying that a lot.
Back again for another year of the main event. You look a little different. I look pretty much the same, but the game just keeps evolving.
Well, you sound the same, almost pithy, almost witty, pretty much what I've come to expect from you.
I will spare us my expectations of you. Back to the main event. Norman, what do you make of this year's remaining field?
Kata, Josephine, Minkin and Shorr, among others. It's a talent-heavy field, plus Antonio Esfandiari, in a game that continues to force the cream to rise to the top. Also of note this year, no John Hesp deep run. By the way, is there a liquid in which cream will fall to the bottom?
You're pretty much meeting my expectations at this point. Kelly Minkin, despite handing chips to Shannon Shorr, still above the chip average, which is about $2.5 million right now. Currently, the bust-out prize is over $57,000. As we get it now over to the outer table, Antonio Esfandiari is sitting there. He folds deuces and walks away from the table. Antonio seems to always have something else to do. All right, fold it over to Martin Sire with queens.
So is this a new trend? You put your name on your baseball cap, so if you lose it, it's easier to find?
Sire, 42-year-old Dane.
And how did Corey Williams next to him get onto this table? He doesn't have a baseball cap.
Raised $85,000 by Sire with the queens. Now to Seth Foster with Ace King from Louisiana. Owns a couple of World Series circuit rings. Foster with $1.7 million in chips and Ace King. That is a 3-bet to $310,000. Noah Cantu with Ace Queen of Diamonds.
High school special ed teacher from San Antonio in his first main event. Sire, also a first-timer here, 42-year-old personal trainer from Denmark.
And Cantu will just call for $270,000 with his Ace Queen suited. So now back to Sire, the original raiser.
Do you know how I know his name is Sirelon?
From the graphic at the bottom of the screen there?
No, from his baseball cap, you imbecile. Have you not been listening to me?
Why would I listen to you? All right, the queens come along, so three-way action.
Make a move.
Flop is 10-6. Deuce, good flop for the queens and Sire. Bad flop for Antonio, who folded deuces. Foster has the action. He took control pre-flop. He says all in. He has the other two covered. So Cantu now would have to commit all his chips to stay in the hand.
I don't know what he's thinking about. This is an auto fold.
Sire waiting behind Cantu. Cantu folds now with the queens. Martin Sire makes the call all in. He's ahead right now, seeking the double up.
Queens.
Don't spike a queen, no sweat.
I could spend this entire main event talking about proper etiquette when all in.
Two black deuces. 3 and a 7.
It's a 4.
3 or a 7.
Sire still good, looking for the double up.
Spades. 7 of spades.
Tip number 1, when ahead, don't call for cards, period. Sire needs to dodge an ace or a king.
Spades. 7 of spades.
Lose if you stand up.
Come on.
The river card is the king of diamonds. Martin Sire eliminated here on day 5 by Seth Foster.
Well, at least they won't have to ask him for an ID at the payout cage.
And he'll collect 57 grand for a finish of 159th place in the main event. Foster up around the chip average now with that pot.
Oh, sports talk radio show producer. That was a good job in the 1990s.
You know, and then what?
We saw Antonio Esfandiari miss out on his set right there. He's hanging on to his seat on day 5. Before we picked up full coverage, he nearly busted when his kings got outflopped by Ace King.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Sorry, I didn't mean to, I just can't believe it came.
He wakes up every morning the luckiest man west of the Mississippi.
He's lucky he got that king on the turn. Antonio Esfandiari looking at king-queen right now and a raise to 90,000.
Backwards baseball cap, backwards chair, and he makes it all work.
Antonio was under the gun, folded around to the big blind. Jacob Kipfer with ace-jack of diamonds.
Yeah. That bad, huh? Next hand.
Kipfer, 39-year-old Canadian, re-raises all in.
Let me say.
Wow. How much? How can I fold?
It's for almost 20% of Antonio's stack.
570,000.
It's taken 16 years, but I think we've found the worst T-shirt in main event history. I believe that is referred to as highlighter yellow.
Hop on in.
I didn't expect that.
What's that?
I didn't expect that. What do you got? Woke up with some yum yum?
He's got a call. He hates folding. He loves giving away chips.
He's cutting out calling chips.
God, how can I fold? It's like, but I really think you have ace queen.
Ace queen wins?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's the call.
Congratulations, Antonio. As usual, you're behind.
I'll take it. Too late.
Which one mine?
You can switch if you want.
A lot of red cards.
Kipfer at risk. Antonio with the king-queen can still score the knockout, but no paint in that flop.
Not much there for Wonder Boy. Kipfer still in good shape.
Kipfer with this double up, should it come true, still would be short of the chip average.
6. I'll take it.
4 of spades. Antonio paying off already.
70.
What you gonna give to me, Red?
Tip number 2, don't pay off before the river as a way to possibly reverse jinx the river.
No! Gonna be enough to bounce that.
Double up complete.
Bounce it! Let's go! Come on!
Nice hand.
Where's my boys? Come on!
You can highlight that hand.
Oh, Antonio took the hit. Still has over 60 big blinds in his stack. Antonio chips are extra tasty. Kipfer still with some work to do here on day 5. The prepay doesn't pay off. Antonio takes a bit of a hit there.